U.S. deports convicted criminals to Eswatini amid controversial third country policy. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has confirmed that a deportation flight carrying immigrants convicted of serious crimes, including murder, child rape, and assault, has landed in Eswatini. The deportees, originally from Vietnam, Cuba, Laos, Jamaica, and Yemen, were removed following a landmark U.S. Supreme Court ruling that now allows deportations to third countries when their home countries refuse repatriation. Officials say the flight to Eswatini marks the first publicly acknowledged use of this new legal mechanism. Home countries reportedly declined to accept the deportees due to the severity of their convictions, prompting U.S. authorities to negotiate with Eswatini as a fallback destination. Human rights organizations have condemned the move, warning that deporting foreign nationals to unfamiliar countries with no cultural, linguistic, or community ties violates international protections. Legal advocates also argue that denying access to proper asylum hearings or appeal processes breaches human rights basic standards. Despite the backlash, U.S. officials maintain that deportees are screened to ensure they won't face persecution or torture in their receiving country, and that appropriate diplomatic arrangements were made with Eswatini. And we know what these appropriate diplomatic negotiations look like. We all know, because we know King Mswati is a very, what can I say? He's a very greedy man. And this deal reeks of money being moved underground. It looks like the people of Swaziland were not consulted about this move, which means it was a secret underground operation worth millions of dollars. And we all know that King Mswati III is greedy. He'd rather enrich himself at the expense of the national security. This is a man that has a plethora of wives, which he splurges millions of dollars on them while his people live in the harshest of poverty conditions. You don't believe me? Check out this clip and let us come back and discuss.
This is the richest king in Africa. He has 16 wives, 45 children, 13 royal palaces, private jets, millions of luxury cars and watches, and a net worth of over $200 million. Yet, 60% of his people live in poverty and don't have enough food to eat. This is King Mswati III. The king of Eswatini, a tiny country in southern Africa, was called Swaziland. This country doesn't practice any form of democracy. They are Africa's absolute monarch, which means the king makes all the decisions in the country. King Mswati became king at the age of 18, and he lives like a movie star. He wears expensive clothes and watches, rides private jets, and custom-made Rolls-Royce cars. He even bought 15 Rolls-Royces for all of his 15 wives. Like, he's got every expensive things you can think of. And every year, he hosts a national dance ceremony for single women to come and dance topless for him to choose a new wife. He shops for a new wife every year. Just last year, the 56-year-old king got married to the 21-year-old daughter of an ex-South African president. She became his 16th wife after participating in the topless dance. This man is living the life so many African men would die for. But his people and country are suffering and drowning in debt. People in Eswatini struggle to find jobs and clean water. But their king is out here living like a billionaire. Protesting about this is not even an option, because you won't like what will be done to you if you're seen making a protest. But the truth is, it's okay to live like a king, but leaders should care about their people too, because power should come with kindness. As always, my prayers are with my Swazi brothers and sisters. If you want more untold stories about Africa, then follow me right now. Ogadi, tomorrow!
You know what? I would be so ashamed right now to be part of just any African country, because you let these global north countries, these international community countries, do whatever they please with us. You let them do, like, what kind of nonsense is that? America says, yeah, you know what? We don't want these criminals. We can't house these criminals. Where must we dump them? Let's dump them in Africa. Huh? They dump you with criminals while you dump them with minerals. What a joke. What a joke. Did you hear what I just said? They dump you with criminals, you dump them with minerals. What a stupid country. What a stupid country. Eswatini is such a sellout country. What a stupid continent. Really, I would be so ashamed right now to be called African. One, because of this whole Eswatini saga. Two, because now the US has mineral rights in Congo as planned. They are the ones that caused Congo to become a lawless state. They are the ones that incited violence eruption in Congo, and then they had the nerve to blame it to Rwanda. All because they wanted minerals. So they act like they are the peacemakers when indeed they started this war in order for them to obtain right to the minerals. At this point, Congolese people must be disgusted with themselves. Anyway, the US using Eswatini as a dumping site, knowing that Swaziland has a troubled human rights track record. This deals with the US probably. This deal with the US is probably suppressing and causing more distrust to the citizens of Eswatini. And what about us, South Africa, and our porous borders? The ANC can barely keep the country afloat. What more when notorious criminals cross over our country? This man is so greedy to a point that he would jeopardize the lives of his people and his neighbors, all because of money, all because he wants to splurge on his harem. I have no respect for this man. Swaziland might be a small country, but it's lethal. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the Africa.